So I have to be really careful about what I say in this video because YouTube doesn't like me talking about certain things. I can't even talk about it, I guess. It's so crazy. Like, I just can't talk about it. What happened in 2020? What happened in 2021? I can't even talk about it because, like, they say it's misinformation or whatever, and they'll just take my video down. So crazy. It's I'm sitting there talking about it on X, and like, still to this day, we have a problem. I think Facebook is actually lightened up a little bit. I don't use it too much. I like the Messenger, but I don't really post or like scroll news feeds on there. Uh, but I guess Facebook gave me $40 last month for my music, which is pretty cool. I didn't know people were listening to my music on there, so that was cool. And I just got paid by X, so that's pretty cool too. I didn't expect that. I didn't think that I had enough uh, um, impressions. You have to have like 5 million impressions in 3 months. I didn't think I ever did it, but apparently I guess I did, which is cool. Uh, but what it feels like we don't feel like going to work. We don't feel like dating. Don't feel like having friends. Don't feel like going anywhere. I've definitely been antisocial in my life, and it's so weird to feel like almost back into that place where I was before. Not only like uh, being like a hermit, just being sticking to just being by myself or whatever, and just and fine. I'm fine being by myself. I can entertain myself, especially with the internet. You learn so much off of the internet, but it feels like I don't feel like getting to know anybody. It just seems pointless to even try because it's like nobody's serious. It's like she's probably talking to a bunch of dudes anyway, and I just assume like every woman is not single. That's what it seems like. Every single woman in my reality that every single one of them, they have a boyfriend or they're with somebody, and it's like okay, so like uh, being a Trump supporter is frowned on in this society, which is so crazy because he did so many good things. It just shows you how like brainwashed people are by the media. But I just think a lot of people just don't take in that much media to begin with, so they just get like a little snippet. Um, they don't really, they'll hear like a huge story or something like that, but they're not gonna get too in depth with like current events, regular people. And the narrative is Trump is Hitler. That's the narrative. It's so crazy that like he was almost executed. He's almost assassinated 2 months ago, and nobody talks about it. Nobody cares. It's such a huge source. Like, I needed to take a break from X. It almost seemed like, listen, man, I was on X so much it was like a full time job. I was only on it for 15 minutes last week, like 15 hours. The last few, I was like doing 40 hours on X. That's how much time I was spending on there. Um, it just seems like all these bombshells kept coming down, and then like since I've got off of X, like not been on there as much, I've noticed like there isn't as many big stories. There's some big stories like from what I hear. Uh, the Biden administration is trying to sue to keep illegals on the ballots. That's insane to me. That they will actually be like, that's their position. Like, you want illegals to vote. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's hard for me to. I'm just glad this is almost over, so we can see where we're going. At least I know what to prepare for. If Trump is in there, Trump gets in office, I think he's gonna quiet down the rest of the world. I think he's gonna make some significant changes for the better for all of us, so we can all start being prosperous instead of just like, and the corruption, man, the corruption, whether it's in government or wherever. Like, I think that corruption, this whole DEI thing is so racist. It's such reverse racism. Like, it's like hidden racism, like saying like, oh, you can't get here on your own, so we have to like, we're giving you this job just because of how you look. That's it. We don't care about your brains. It's just how you look. Like, that is insane to me. Like, no, you want the best people for the position. You don't want a janitor running your crane. You need the best people that are going to produce the best results. That's what you do. That's how you hire people. So, and it's better to get people through the company, but companies don't care about us. Companies haven't cared about us for a while. They keep on taking more and more from. I mean, when I say us, I'm talking about the bottom workers. You know, the people that actually work, the people that actually go to work, and we're the ones with the low, not only lowest pay, but we have like low status as well. Like, we have the bottom of the barrel, and then it's like, why don't you care? Well, because society is like, everyone's so fascinated with rich people and these rich celebrities. For what? Like, how do you relate to them? How do you relate to these people? Are you rich yourself? I mean, I don't relate to any of these. I'm even starting to like, I don't even want to listen to some of these YouTubers that I like because they're so big. I'm like, but then I tell myself, don't hate all rich people, because not all rich people are bad. I know. Like, Elon is doing really good things. That's why I respect him. Trump, he actually took a pay cut. He actually is worth less than when he was president. So it's like, yes, there's some good rich people that I definitely like. Probably Vivek, he is too, but there are these corporations, man. These corporations need to come to an end. I think corporations need to be banned outright. They're just such a drag on everybody. And then the people at tops are just like parasites. The people who owns the corporations are like the Warren Buffetts, and they have nothing to do with the companies. They are literally just parasites. They invest, and then they get like, what is that, where they get paid to own the stock every quarter or whatever like that. Like, and they get so much money off of it just by doing nothing. That money should be going, like, these companies are already established. That's what I'm talking about with these massive corporations. Like, how am I supposed to feel sorry for them? They're massive corporations, and if they fail, they deserve to fail, and they should have to sell off their assets so somebody else, can buy them up or whatever. Like, put the right people in charge. It just seems like we're just deteriorating left and right. It seems like our Constitution is going to be gone soon. Like, seriously, that's what these Democrats are talking about. John Kerry's talking about our First Amendment. Like, they're talking about, they want to, like, they should just scrap the Constitution, basically. Like, you get rid of the First Amendment, then the Second, like, dude, then we have no rights. The Democrats don't respect our rights at all. That's the problem. They don't respect any of our rights. They've already shown that in 2020 and 2021. If you go, like, they think that we forgot about it or something, what they did to the small businesses. Oh, they're for for small businesses.